So it's been about 2 weeks since I've had a voice, I think, and I think I'm back. I think it's at least 80%. So let's get right into this today. It's Microdose U. I'm Dr. Dave. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So right now, I'm going to show you exactly how to outsource your anxiety and depression. But I want to start by being really clear about what I mean by that title, about outsourcing, because I'm not talking about pretending anxiety and depression don't exist, and I'm not talking about learning to tolerate them. When I say outsource your anxiety and depression, I mean this. We are going to seriously and intentionally work on getting anxiety and depression out of your life, not managing it forever, not identifying with it, not carrying it like it's who you are, but actually reducing its grip, hopefully dramatically, until it's gone, until it's no longer there. And that's what this year is all about, 2026. I promise this to you. I've said it before, and I keep saying this, 2026 is not just another year of this podcast. This is the year where we actually do the work that changes how your life feels on a day-to-day basis. And we're doing whatever it takes, week by week, to make this the best year of your life. Do I need to repeat that? I don't think I do. I think you got it. I want to acknowledge something really quickly, though. Over the last couple of episodes, I've talked about being knocked out by an upper respiratory infection, and yet it was bad. I lost my voice. I couldn't talk. I did the best I could, and it was frustrating. And you can hear that in my voice. It's not 100% back, and it was frustrating. But I knew something important. I knew it was temporary. So many of you are dealing with something that may not feel temporary at all. If you're here, there's a good chance anxiety, depression, PTSD, OCD, ADHD, or something related has been running parts of your life for a long time. And you may have tried everything: talk therapy, medication, willpower, distractions, pushing through. That's why I want to be very clear about microdosing. When microdosing is done properly, when it's taken seriously and given time, it can absolutely change your life. And I'm not speaking theoretically here. I've been microdosing for close to 5 years now, and I am not the same person that I was when I started. My anxiety no longer runs my decisions. It's gone. My thinking is clearer. I react slower to things, which is a good thing. My relationship with myself and others is completely different. That doesn't make me better than anyone. It doesn't make me smarter than anyone. It just means I started earlier and I stayed with the process long enough for it to work. And here's the part that really matters. Microdosing doesn't just help you cope. Over time, it helps dismantle the patterns that keep the anxiety and the depression alive in the first place. You see, psilocybin and LSD, when used responsibly and correctly, they don't numb you. They don't distract you. They help you see clearly. They actually rewire your brain. They help you stop feeding the same loops, the same stories, the same internal pressure that keeps you stuck, or that kept you stuck. If it's in the past tense, maybe, hopefully it is. That's how anxiety and depression actually loosens its grip, not by force, but by losing its fuel. So, in the last episode, I asked you to write one honest sentence. The thing you've been avoiding admitting to yourself is blank. What is that? And if you did the exercise, something important probably happened. You didn't suddenly feel better, but you probably became more honest with yourself. And that moment really matters because honesty is the doorway to real change. This episode is about what comes next. A lot of anxiety exists because you're trying to control everything, your thoughts, your feelings, other people, outcomes that you don't even have control over. That constant internal gripping is exhausting. And that's what keeps the anxiety alive. And when I say anxiety, I mean depression could be alongside of that as well, for sure. This is where microdosing becomes incredibly powerful. Over time, it teaches you how to let go. Not give up. Let go. It helps you stop carrying the things that you were never meant to be carried that way. And when you stop carrying them, anxiety doesn't just float around you. It starts to, I would say, lose relevance. It starts to fade. And the same thing goes with depression. And so that's what I mean today by outsourcing it. We're not avoiding it. We're not like rebranding it in any way. We're removing it from the center of our lives. So here's what I want you to do this week. And I want you to do it intentionally. Remember, we're building a little more on every single episode. We're going to get there. I promise you. So sometime in the next day, the next 48 hours, but preferably the next 24 hours, set aside a small window of time. Just enough space where you won't be rushed or distracted. And if microdosing is already part of your practice, you can choose to microdose during that time. It's actually a plus if you can do that. But, and not to escape anything, not to force a breakthrough, but to create more clarity. And if you're not microdosing yet, that's totally fine. Do the exact same exercise, just without the dose. The awareness comes first, and then the medicine amplifies what's already there. So when you sit down, give yourself 10 minutes, 10 very quiet minutes. No phone, no music, no agenda, no social media, nothing. And ask yourself one question. The question is, what am I trying to control right now? What am I trying to control right now that I could allow instead? And let me give you a few examples of what that might sound like or what it might look like. Because again, it doesn't have to be dramatic. It might sound like something like, I'm trying to control my anxiety by staying busy all the time so I don't have to feel it. Or maybe I'm trying to control what other people think of me because I'm afraid of being judged or misunderstood. Or I'm trying to control a relationship because I don't trust what will happen if I stop it. Or maybe even I'm trying to control my thoughts because I'm scared of where my mind goes if and when I slow down. I'm trying to control the timing of my life because I feel like I'm behind and I'm running out of time. If one of those hits or something similar comes up, that's your work. Again, you don't need to fix this yet. You don't need to act on it yet. Just notice what happens when you put it out there for a few minutes. I know I keep saying you don't need to fix this yet. You don't need to act on it yet. I know I keep saying that. This episode and last. And that's not me letting you off the hook in any way. It's me telling you how real change actually happens. You see, when you're honest with yourself and you answer a question like this, something powerful starts to happen underneath the surface, especially if you're microdosing. Your mind and nervous system begin doing the work on their own. You stop wasting energy fighting reality, and that energy gets redirected into healing and clarity. That's how anxiety starts to lose its power. And that's how depression begins to just lift. Not because you're forcing change, but because you're no longer feeding what keeps it alive. This is the work we're doing all year. Seriously, consistently, together. And if you stay with this, if you take it seriously, this will change your life. I promise you. We have a brand new episode, comes out every Wednesday. And Dr. Denise Moret has a women's episode that comes out every Sunday now. So check the show notes here. Check the website, Microdose U. I'm pointing to it if you're here on YouTube, microdoseu.com. And please remember Patreon, because the meeting we're having tonight, tonight as I record this, Wednesday, January 21st, is going to be life-changing. I promise you. You'll also learn how and from where to get the best medicine, the medicine that we recommend, the medicine that's been vetted, and the medicine that we know for sure works. The link to Patreon, again, it's in the show notes and it's on my website, the website microdoseu.com. We're all in this together. Will we see you this evening? Really, really hope so. And if you can't even make it this evening, there's going to be another one next week. So it's time to join Patreon. And remember, you are valuable. You matter. I'm Dr. Dave.